what the post was about. Gerard, they have a post, and the person in the post, which I believe is a thing of interest. I have to believe that was a thing of interest. That's why I have to talk to them and find out what it was. It's a person with a visual impairment. I don't know what degree of the visual impairment. It could have been all the way to just plain blind. But the person had the cane forward like they were moving, and on the other hand, they had the phone, and it would appear to somebody that they were looking at the phone. All right? Okay? And the person said, just type "got it" when you see it. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, okay, they have a phone and they're watching the phone, how could they be blind? So Gerard, when these people take you to court for pretending to be blind, how you could be blind? You got iPhone and you watching it.
But I have a tendency of looking in the direction of my hand there.
Yeah.
It is just
natural. It is just natural.
I don't understand why people believe that you're supposed to act different when, like, if I'm talking to you and I'm looking in the direction of where your voice coming from. People feel I shouldn't do that. I need to turn my head to the side and talk to you. And that's stupidness.
What you say is stupidness and it's stereotypes. You see, people watch too much TV or other kind of stupidness and think that stupidness is fact and education and whatever, and then they get out there and embarrass themselves.
But listen, I was in the food court. Somebody sent me a text. And I read the text and I started laughing. You know, and then I responded to the text. And when I was finished, I was leaving. Two of the ladies sit down there. He blind. No, he blind. He blind. No, he blind. I stopped and I said,
wait, now you got a woman fighting over you?
Wait, no man.
Go ahead.
I stopped and I said, I'm blind but I could hear. The other lady said, oh, you're blind and you're using phone? So I hear a dog in my head saying, take the high road. So I use that as a teaching moment. And I disconnected the Bluetooth from my ear. I went close to the individual. And I tapped on the screen and I said, see, you can hear the phone talking, right? She said, yeah. I said, that is how I use the phone. I said, modern technology allows me to be able to use my phone while being blind. I said, so because you see me using a phone, that doesn't constitute sight. Okay? There's a feature on every phone, whether it be Android or iPhone, you know, tablet, even the very streaming devices that you may own have a screen reader or some sort of talkback built in. You understand? That enables a person who is visually impaired to be able to use it. But people don't understand.
Well, they don't understand, but they're going to understand because we're here talking today. Okay? And folks, I'm going to tell you, when I saw it, I look at it and I'm looking, I say it must be something else. But I'm going to respond to the individual and ask them if this is it, because if so, then I will give them a little education, maybe even give them a reference to someone to talk to, like you, that they could better understand. You know, but this is how trouble does start, because being blind doesn't make you not be a person. Okay? And the thing of stay home, send somebody else, why you don't keep them at home,
right.
All of this kind of thinking is very mild compared to the extremes of that kind of thinking. The extremes to where people feel that people are non-human. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it's a form of discrimination that goes all the way down to racism and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
Okay?
they treat you way differently, Doc. Like take for instance, you know, I have my AirPods. right? So I was using my earpods and they died. So I was taking them out of my ears and putting them in the case. And the case fell out of my hand, dropped on the floor and bounced. So I stood up, I stepped once, bent down and I grabbed the case. I was able to grab the case, right? Because I heard where it fell. This guy said, what? He got glimpse, man. So me answer he did. So when I pick up the case, I realized one of them flew out. Right? So a lady that was there came up and she picked it up for me and she handed it to me. I said, thank you. You know? So when I put away the stuff and then I went to I said to the individual that said I could glimpse, I told them I have very good hearing. I could detect where something fall and just about get it 99% of the time I could find it. Okay? You're like, really? I said, yeah. But you see, I didn't even know that one of the AirPods fell out of the case and bounced in a different location. I didn't realize that. But when I realized it, the lady came up and she picked it up and she handed it to me. I told him, I said, if she wasn't there, I would have then had to use my phone to find it using an app called Be My Eyes. He said, really? I said, yes. I said, I have apps on my phone that could assist me to find things when I lose things. He was like, he didn't know that. You know? So then, I use that as another teaching moment. You know? To show this gentleman that although a person is visually impaired, they still could do what they have to do for themselves. You know, using modern technology. But like I said, people don't realize these things.
Well, you know, part of it is don't realize, and another part of it is that they're just stuck in the stereotypes of being blind. You know, this means this or being blind means that. And, you know, they just don't know any better. So I'm glad you took the high road, and I'm glad that you took the time out to educate that person, because hopefully now that person can educate others based on the amazing things that they learn. You know, but I saw that and my mind immediately ran on you. I said, bloody, a good thing. Anyhow.
Well, you know, if you see it, you might have a colorful comment.
Well, I should say, a good thing, Jared, right? That's it. Oh, Lordy. Anyhow, let me do my duty to Virgin Islands and country and play our almost like our oh, we got somebody on line one?
Yes.
Let's see, okay. Okay, they're no longer there. Let's see. Good morning, WSTX.
Yeah, good morning,
Oh, Jesus. Assalamu alaikum.
I didn't know Jesus Christ.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shalom, sakarabalalaso.
That's the one and only care.
Oh, gosh, nah. Oh, yeah, how old are you? We make things like that, huh?
Good later morning to you.
Thank you. Hey, thank you for your teaching, my brother. But, you know, like you were saying, you have a lot of people like to go in the corner and hide. But that's not the story, you know, because you won't keep yourself faster. You know, what you're doing is giving the people the education and the knowledge to make people open their eyes. You know, and say, well, we got this, we go do this, we go do that. You know, you could be blind like you look by yourself and look at you, you live normal because you have the technology around you and you're using it, you know, and that's what a lot of people don't know. You know, so keep on doing a good job, brother. They might make you an ADA coordinator.
Hey, all right. You got the skills?
You got wishful thinking, man.
No, I got no wishful thinking. You go over and listen, tomorrow you're going to be one watch.
Well, it would be a master stroke if they were to do that, okay?
Of course, they're great. They don't have to listen to me, man. You listen to your show every time,
Alright, it will be a master
So-
stroke.
Yeah, he gonna do that there tomorrow, maybe by next week, Monday. The new AEA, Gerard.
Talking about that, I have to call the president. Well, I haven't heard from him in a while. I heard he wasn't well.
I
heard
know what you know about the AEA.
Well, I heard he wasn't well, so
Oh,
I've been a little busy myself, so I have to look him up to see how he's doing. And, we have some projects.
I with my truck boss last week.
Oh Lord, listen up. We have problem with our bus up to now. Up to yesterday, we had problems. People had a 9 o'clock pickup. They didn't pick them up until after 11.
Wow.
Going to independent living. They have a problem where they keep bouncing people up the schedule. When you call them, you and there nobody's manifest.
But Gerard, how many buses they have for the island?
The
The
88?
the shuttle.
About 7 or 8 buses.
Wait, yeah, are they still making so much a problem?
They need more.
Wow.
They need at least 10 to 12.
Wow.
There's a lot of clients.
Thank God, they know there are enough people taking them off the bus, so what they going to do?
I don't
Those
know.
people who are in dialysis or to see a doctor or something. What are they going to do? They have an appointment,
Well, some people have been using the private company called Stretcher Plus to go to dialysis and to doctor's appointments and different things. So, and some of the drivers been upset about that. I told the driver that was complaining, I said, if you all get your act together, then people wouldn't have to find alternate modes of transportation to get where they're going.
Thank you.
I said,
Yeah.
a lady called and told them, don't bother come for her, she catch a taxi.
Wow.
She called the office and the woman told them over the radio. That's what the lady said. She said she couldn't wait anymore. So she called a taxi. Yeah, I have had to do that on several occasions. I mean, it's costly, but when you have a specific appointment that you need to get to,
Correct.
and they're not coming, you got to do what you got to do.
You have to do, yeah. Because if you have an appointment, a doctor appointment for 12 o'clock, you can't sit down there waiting for the metro bus to reach 11 because you don't know what's going to happen.
No. And they told you to try to book your appointment an hour and a half prior to your appointment, right?
Right.
But here's the thing about it. Sometimes we book our appointment, our pickup, 2 hours in advance of our appointment, and still reach the appointment late.
Late. Wow. I don't know, mister. I don't know what to do with this. The Vitron is something simple. It's not hard.
Well, here's what we need to do. We need to start by hiring a bus company to run the bus line. Because obviously, those people in charge of the bus company here cannot run it. There was a time when Peter Pan was in charge of running the bus, and those were the best times we had with Vitron. Okay? I mean, I could tell you all the things they used to do when Peter Pan was running the bus system. Okay? Vitron was second to none in the Caribbean. And after they decided to, the one commissioner decided to fire Peter Pan and put it under the government, that's when everything went to hell. So now we're dealing with the remnants of what happened. Right now, Vitron is only a shell of what it used to be.
Right.
Okay, and them and those who know Vitron in the 90s could tell you Vitron was one of the best things for the island. Even the tourists used to catch it when they come on the boat. Now you can't depend on the bus.
And these days, no, you can't. I don't know why it's so hard. Like you say, you got 7 bucks and it's still so hard, man. I mean, wow.
No, they ain't got enough bus. They ain't got enough bus, just like they ain't got enough drivers. See,
Right.
you know, the problem, you see, the real deal is that the people who need Vitran and Vitran Plus are not people who leadership keep in high regard.
Correct.
Okay? That's the bottom line. Okay?
Right.
Because you can't go from 99% performance down to 30% and just continue on like everything is okay.
Yeah.
What Jared describes as to how Vitran and Vitran Plus used to work, I have yet to hear anybody from the government who could come forward and say that Peter Pan was a non-sustainable way of running the bus. Likewise, I have not heard anybody come forward and admit that the government made an extreme error in taking it away from Peter Pan. But we see what we see, and we know what we know. And clearly it was a big mistake, but the people who suffer, okay, the people who suffer is the ones who will grumble and get on it and talk show and then don't go and vote.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, the most important thing, like you said, is voting.
Right. So the leaders, the powers that be feel safe.
Yeah, because you know the other day they had races, right? A long time ago, they had carries, but you don't have 1 or 2 buses dedicated to carry people to the racetrack.
And horse race.
And horse race.
Oh, yes.
Okay? You didn't have to drive there. You gotta park up your car in Sonia or wherever, catch the bike shuttle, and you reach right in front of the racetrack. Jump off the bus, go in the place. When the race is done, you jump back on bike track. Yeah, go get your car and you go home.
The casino used to do that too.
Yeah, no, but the casino had the shuttle. But
Right.
but when you remember Tempo?
Tempo.
Tempo was a Caribbean video music channel.
Is.
Right.
Okay, is. Well, when Tempo turns 1, back in the 90s, Tempo held its first year party anniversary in Kramer's Park. You know who was shuttling people back and forth? Vitran.
Oh, Vitran.
Vitran had 2 of those. You remember when Vitran had those big buses that had looked like subway cars?
Right.
They was going
Oh,
back.
that's what they were using.
Yeah, they were using them back and forth, going back and forth to Kramer's Park, shuttling people till the show done. Okay? When they used to have, how you call it, them party or jam by the pool in West, they had buses shuttling people to the pool. When I tell you, you didn't have to drive. Okay? The bus run until the jam done.
Right.
Okay? When it had Harbor Night, you didn't have to drive. You could catch a bus to Harbor Night. And when Harbor Night about to finish, you catch the last bus go home.
Just be back.
Yeah. Me asking, I tell you, I witnessed this, I ride the buses. Okay?
Oh, yeah, you're a party man. You want to have the party then?
I ride the buses.
You don't behave.
Me asking, I tell you what I see through my own eyes at the time. Okay?
Right.
And this is what we need to bring back here to the Virgin Islands, that type of transportation. The very paratransit system used to run until 11 o'clock in the night.
Yeah, but these are here like about 7 o'clock to start at home.
The bus stopped at 7 o'clock. The paratransit stopped around. Yeah, but the bus stopped. The paratransit stopped. The paratransit stopped about 5:30, 6 o'clock. They're done.
Oh,
understand? So,
I wonder why so early, man.
for one, they don't have the drivers to continue the evening shift.
Yeah.
Okay, so they need drivers. Okay,
Wow.
to run the evening shift and also the weekend shift because on Saturday the bus stop at 2 o'clock.
Oh, wow, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, so and that's just the paratransit. The fixed route don't even run at all on Saturday.
No?
No.
Oh, wow.
So if you depend,
So the island closed on Saturday then?
the island closed down on Friday evening
Wow.
till Monday morning.
They don't think about it. The weekend people are
We
going here.
living in a third world country.
Wow. Even for
Yeah.
work a bit better than us.
But I just about to say that, you know,
Yeah.
they need to fix this system. And the only way to fix this system is to,
The economy is what the island depends on moving.
yeah, and in order to fix the system, they need to bring back a bus company like Peter Pan. I don't know if Peter Pan go want come back, but they need to bring back somebody like Peter Pan to run the system the way it's supposed to be run. You can't complain all the
And
time.
let me throw in something with that, okay? Because you will have people here that are going to say that we have people qualified to run this thing, okay? And I'm saying that now just to say this: we don't care whether it is somebody from here that have the expertise or somebody that from there that have the expertise, but we want somebody with the expertise, the leadership, and the capacity to run it. Okay, so I only sticking that in because I ain't want nobody call and say, well, why you know proposing getting people out. No. What we want is an end result. If you could get up the end result, we don't care whether they're here or from there.
We want, the bottom line is that we want a service that works. Okay? You know, they used to have a bus. You used to go through Cotton Rest area. Yeah, you used to go through the Cotton Rest area, come up above by the hill just above Hamburg and go through toward the terminal and thing. Okay, they had a bus back there. You understand? And they pull it off the road. They pull it off the road. Yeah, those buses are still running, but they only have one bus running those roads now. So yeah, only one bus. So that bus runs every hour. Every 2 hours. So, and then you have the center line road running 2 buses and a bus running every hour. Now I'm gonna say this so that people get an understanding of what I'm talking about. Under Peter Pan, the center line road had 4 buses. The bus would pass you 4 buses.
Oh, okay, 4.
4. A bus would pass in your area every half hour. If you're on in the main bus route, okay, a bus is passing every half hour. When there's 2 at the terminal, there's one in Christiansted, there's one in Frederiksted. When they leave the terminal, they pass each other on the road, and then the 2 that was in Christiansted and Frederiksted are at the terminal, and the 2 that was at the terminal is on either side of the island. And vice versa.
You know, I think you are Douglas should run the restaurant. I was wrong.
So this is how you wait. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. And then you mentioned the Calcahoon Road, right? There were 2 buses on the Calcahoon Road, so a bus would pass every hour, right? There were two buses on the Princess Road from Lorraine to Tide Village. Okay, so a bus would pass every hour, so that would connect you to the buses on the main road. You understand? And also for the bus that was going through Cotton Rest, there was 2 buses going back and forth. So a bus would pass every hour. So you had connections. You gotta make the connections from one bus to the next. You understand? And this is a regular running every day, 7 days a week. Okay?
No, 7 days too. Imagine that.
Now, bus, you could only catch the bus on the main road, the one for Calhoun, one for Princess, 5 days a week. Okay? Other than that, you better find your way to where you could find a taxi if they got any running.
That day, yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay? That's deplorable. We are in United States territory. We need to do better.
Okay.
I think what Peter Pan, if you were saying, I remember, I think they used to have a bus running to Christmas market the weekend too, you know.
Yeah, it's possible. I'll tell you what,
I
right?
think so.
What I want to throw out something, right? I
Mhm.
want to throw out something, and for those of you out there listening, 7730390 and 7730490. Right now, Kier is on 490. But it seems to me that we've had this conversation enough times that it would warrant us asking the governor to form a task force to restore about the process or the challenge, to address the challenge of restoring Vitran to its former glory. What do you think?
I agree.
Yes.
I think that's what we need to do. We need to get with the governor and see if he would be willing to put together a task force to address this, And I said this, Commissioner Gabriel of Public Works, he got his hands full. And I don't know if he is in a position to take that initiative other than it being blessed by the governor. All right. So let's see if we can get something going along those lines. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we just been having this conversation a little bit too many times. Oh no.
We have to keep doing it until we get something sound.
Right.
Otherwise, it will never be sound.
No, the conversation. I disagree with that. But we reach a point now where we got to take the conversation another step.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You want me to shut up then? Okay, all right.
But you know what vexes me?
No, okay, don't play funny with me here today. Huh? Come till Texas and bust us only.
You know what vexes me? We was
I need to take the high road, Gerard, or what?
Well, I'll let you pass on that one.
Kier? You sure that's your friend, Kier?
Yeah, that's my good friend, bro. I just want to
Hey.
get easy, though.
Don't trust blind people, we can take care of ourselves. We can take care of ourselves. Anyway, but yeah. So you know what vexed me, dog? But the Vital held a town hall meeting a while back. They said they was strapped for cash.
Mm-hmm.
They was asking for ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, here's an idea. I said, create a Metro card system, right? Where people can load their card and prepay for their bus ride.
Simplify riding the bus one time.
Yeah. I said, they pay you guys the money before they even get on the bus. When they get on the bus, they swipe the card and they take the credit off of the card and they go about their business. They say, oh, very good idea. Nothing was never implemented.
And I take it they did not come back to you and say, well, we looked into it and this is how much it costs and we couldn't afford to do it. They didn't come back to you.
They didn't come back and say nothing.
Okay. This is why we need something like a task force that will do follow up. You see,
Okay.
the reality is that lots of time government agencies are on the defensive. Okay, there's one agency that I look to and I hold up as the holy grail to other agencies right now, and that's the Department of Motor Vehicles. I watch how they transform motor vehicles. Here you walk in there, 5 minutes after you walk out and everything done.
In 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes.
I
And people saying, may I help you? And this is what you need to do. So you don't have this, you don't have that, but bring it back and we'll give you an appointment so that blah, 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 blah. If these people are even send you text to let you know, hey, we're ready for you at this time and this day.
Talk about I need to make an appointment to go get my wheel again. But anyway,
Actually,
I have been in the States, and this is the way their metro system in New York, in Miami, in Fort Lauderdale, Orlando. This is how they work. Okay? If you want to be so Americanized, why we can't adapt the same system? You want to adapt everything else? Okay? Adapt what works. Okay? They start with the power transit system using this thing called route match. Putting people on, when you make your reservation for your trip, they put you on what they call a tablet on the bus. And the route match system kicking people off the bus for no reason at all.
All right. Well, you see now that's serious because you have that's like a software defeating the purpose of the software. So either they need to fix the bug or they need to get a new provider to give them software that works. Anyhow,
here's what's happening, and I brought that up just to say this specific thing, Doc.
Well, you know, brother, I have to go, so keep on the good job and don't give up.
no, we ain't giving up. We're working on the task force next.
Yeah.
And
Okay, but if you don't need me to come to St. Quay to Friday, come in.
Yeah,
we got teleconference now, so you know you're gonna be part of it.
you're gonna be on the task force.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, all right then.
All right,
Take
yeah.
care, brother.
Okay.
Good thing.
I bring this up to say this though. How can you bring a system that depends on GPS tracking, okay, to a territory that don't have GPS? Tell me how that going to work.
Okay, let's clarify that, Gerard. Let's clarify that. Bring it to a territory where they're not tracking their vehicles by GPS. Is that what you're talking about?
You try to do anything on your phone on a map by GPS.
Okay. Let's back up because I want the people to get it as clear as possible. Because we have quote unquote GPS here in the Virgin Islands. I could pull out my phone and you could pull out your phone and you could find places because the phone uses GPS. So we know that we have.
You could see the places on the map, but ask the phone or whatever GPS thing to take you there. It can't get you there. That's the problem.
Okay.
It's
So
not
directions.
The place is not properly mapped out
For directions.
for directions and otherwise. If I stand up in front of my house, I know my house number. I put my house number in the phone. It tell me I got no such location. Okay.
The place isn't properly mapped. Okay. Now, okay. I just want to be clear. So, because now we defined another issue. You see, if you go looking for a certain restaurant in Christiansted, an icon pops up, and you click on that icon, it will come up and show you what the place look like and all this other stuff, and then you could ask for directions to get to it, and they will get directions. Okay. Now, what we're saying then is that for those people who individually collect this information and put it in to usually a third-party organization, Yelp or whoever else, or whatever the case may be, that they're represented there. But the average home, plot by plot by plot, is not mapped to GPS for our purposes of mobility.
So when I was coming by you, I gave the man who answered the phone your plot number. He put Christiansted Waterfront. So when I was coming by you, I wanted to know where did you get beachfront property from, because I want one too. I wanted to ask you where did you get this beachfront property from, because I wanted to purchase one.
I hear you.
Okay.
No. I hear you. Now, we gotta segue into the community calendar. We got kind of caught up in this discussion. We gotta segue into the community calendar. But first, we're gonna take a quick break just to do our duty, so to speak. Okay. But I think that in light of the saying, you know, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result, well, I ain't want to bring Bronco out of retirement. Okay? I don't want to bring him out of retirement. I mean, all right, we love him. I want to bring him out of retirement. I want him to enjoy life. And now that he ain't got to deal with that man with the upside down wheelbarrow in Washington, D.C., you know, I want him to enjoy life. Anyhow.
Well, you got him here.
You got him here too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't bumped up into them, man. I sure he dodging them too.
I see them.
But anyhow, on a continuing note here, we talk about this enough, or we have talked about it enough, that it's clear that we have this, the others who could be listening that to take initiative either aren't listening or haven't taken initiative, or both.
Just clean out down gear. We have to care.
Gerard, we care.
Yeah, we
Oh,
care.
yes. No. Gerard, the message is important. The message is we've gotten to that point and we're going into a different gear.
Right.
Okay?
No, what I'm saying is the people that are listening that can make a difference, probably just clean out down
Gerard, we don't care whether they care or don't care. We care whether they do the job.
Exactly.
Okay, so then that's the new mission. Let's focus.
Yeah, this is my point. That's exactly my point.
Let me get this music going. Here we go. All right. You just kind of turn right here and say me going this way. Let me get this. And I'm trying to say, let me end it and we take in a new road.
Yeah.
But you going back and they don't care. So that falls into why should we eat Ubara?
No, why the Spanish come together is either the listeners, right? Them and those who listen that can make a difference. But they just don't care. Because we have mentioned this in the book.
But we're moving away from them there. That's the whole point. Why we putting them back in the center?
Because
No, but we understand that the more we focus on them, we're not focusing on where we want to go. You have a choice about where you're going to direct your energy, Gerard. This is what I'm saying to you. I ain't saying where you're doing it wrong. I'm saying I trying to come off of the thing on the note that we're going down a different road now. So when we going back down the other alley to look at them people, well then when we even mentioning them?
We mention nobody. Ali, simply make a statement.
At the ending, Gerard, the last thing you want to leave people with is the people who don't care? Is that the last thing you want to leave people with?
No, I said maybe they just don't care. That's all I said.
But you holding on to it, holding on. I'm trying to move off of it, Gerard. Those of us who care go see about this task force and move on. That's my point. Okay? I'm just saying, Gerard.
Okay, let me explain that to you. It is hard for me because I live it.
I know that. But my thing, I'm saying like, hey, we got a lot to get out of quick. You know, it's kind of like when I run into.
It's time for more than anything.
I'm just saying, strategically, we're trying to let them let go. We have other shows to talk about them. We coming to the end of this to transition to something else. What's the no, but I'm just saying, what's the last thing you want to do? That's the guy. That's the last thing you want to do.
AM 970 WSTX.
And this is a talk show thing. Most of the time, you know, I look at this thing.
domino game, or dinner for the family, Chicken Shack is the place to go. Lorraine Chicken Shack is open 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Wednesday, and 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursday to Saturday.
Meaning that we need a third party to run this thing with an oversight committee that public works will be on. Right? Let us do that.
Alma's Natural Products,
If we
53
look
King
into
Street,
them
Frederick,
there to
St.
fix
Croix,
it,
across from the Old Gorse Pharmacy. 340
We need to even set up
332
how to fix it,
accepts major
which is
credit
that
cards.
they don't
Hours
show
are
us
Monday
already, but we
through
need to
Friday,
do
11
that
a.m. through 5 p.m. and Sundays, 12 noon through 5 p.m.
Alma's is our favorite place
Yeah,
for
different.
bulk herbs and detox bitters, sea moss, cocoa sticks, and so much more.
Mom, we need to go to Alma's to get some more aluminum-free deodorant and fluoride-free toothpaste.
Great! While we're there, we can pick up some more natural soap. They also carry raw black soap, liquid concealed soap, raw shea butter, black seed oil, cocoa oil, body oils, and essential oils, sage, incense, candles. Alma's Natural Products also has vitamins, liquid and tablet form. Get refreshed with liquid chlorophyll by Nature Sunshine. They also carry African clothing for the whole family, man, woman, and child. Why shop with the best when you can shop with the best?
Alma's Natural Products, 53 King Street, Frederick, St. Croix, across from the Old Gorse Pharmacy. 340-332-3557. Accepts major credit cards. Hours are Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. through 5 p.m. and Sundays, 12 noon through 5 p.m.
Alma's. Check her out today.
On XM AM 970 WSTX.
Yeah, folks, we're back. No, we didn't fund task force so that I'll tell you about it. But I hope you're listening, and if you're interested in participating on such a task force, what task force we're talking about? We want to re-engineer Vitran into the public service that it was before the government took it over. Okay, that's what the task force is. A bus service that you could count on in a time, a relative time frame that makes it practical to go to the movies, to go to the beach, to go shopping, to go to your appointment, you know. One that has multiple buses on the same route so that you can say, well, okay, every 15 minutes you don't have a bus pass or something like that, you know. That's why we have to go to the States and come back and say, well, I wish I was a... No. Let's make ours so good that they will come down here and study us. Okay? Alright? So, anyhow, that's the task force. So if you're interested in that, you know, just keep us in mind. We'll take it up on another level at the next show for certain. If you see each other on the road, you can, you know, really take your name one time. But as of the next show, we will start working on that. We are getting in touch with our governor because I see him as somebody who like to take on monumental things. By the way, Gerard, I see like them start coming on the highway.
Oh, really?
Where they're doing this work.
Okay.
Like them start coming on.
Oh, around the goes to 100 here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, it's... We talk about it, but finding somebody doing it, and I want to big them up for doing it. Speed it up. Okay?
Yeah, you told me because
They've been there for too long.
too long.
You know, when I coming up toward past the central highlight and I going toward the Sonel, to the Katina Port light, as you come through the stoplight here to go to central, but you continue toward the Sonel direction. I stay on the left because the markings in the road has disappeared. And it's hard to tell where the line is, and it's easy for somebody to bump you into that one because they can't tell where the line is I lay there side by side with you. So I just stand on the left-hand side and follow the edge of the road because
That's the thing I don't
and
understand.
for years and years and years, they're like that. Anyhow,
That's the thing I don't understand about drivers. Driving side by side with somebody. You got pass or stay behind.
brother, you got all kinds on the road. Okay, you have all kinds on the road. Okay, you know, we had a very bad accident in Princess the other day, and I'm aware that one driver lost his life.
The young lady?
Yeah.
You know?
No, don't go there.
No. My friend from within the light. That's his granddaughter.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't want to in any way personalize it. No, because I show my son a video with a person in the back seat get through the car. Land in the road and a big truck stopped inches from running over the head. You understand? So I tell him, I say, I don't care who carried you in, you in the back seat, put on the seatbelt. Put on the seatbelt. And I say that because seatbelts were out of style in that accident. I don't know that they would have made a difference or not. I don't know that.
Keep them in the car.
Well, I mean, I'm saying this accident in Princess because as it turns out, there was no seatbelt wearing going on. And, you know,
That happened with another young lady I knew years ago, about 10 or 12 years back.
Right.
Within the States.
right.
Car got in an accident, she came through the windshield.
Yeah.
Died.
And this is not about if I could have, would have, should have, folks. When VIP is out here putting on these things on TV about ticket or ticket, I mean, you got a ticket to get off easy because these folks don't get a second chance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You
I'm
got,
going to tell my daughter that all the time.
right. And so now it's one of those things where I just got to reiterate it. Folks, when the VIP putting these promos together, I know some of them will be funny and make you laugh. But please, there's something behind it. There's a couple in the States got married and they got somebody to drive golf cart with the cans tied to the back. Okay? Drunk driver come from behind, hit the thing, pitch it 100 feet from it by the roll over me. The bride died and you know and the groom there in hospital and like between here and there. You know, and yeah, so now you're gonna have to live the rest of your life if you have a conscience with that decision of getting behind the wheel. You see for Juve what they do, they provide free transportation to take people home. Okay? I mean, that's how you do it. You got to realize the human nature aspect of it and the fact that some people just harden, some people will say, oh, that only happen to other people, that ain't gonna happen to me. You know? So, anyhow, I didn't mean to go down that darker road, but folks, you know, which line? Line 1, okay. WSTX.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was just stopping yesterday afternoon, and I said, I'm playing campus. When I stop playing, I was coming in the side of my car. I didn't play the thank God it was me. I had a that policy. I went to come out the window here, and I can't. That way campus is standstill. Said my whole brand say, wake my passenger door.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I understand what you complain about and no, let me check that back. You ain't complaining what it is you see and giving thanks, because the reality is I am not aware of any driving courses here or driving what you call it, continuing education courses or refresher courses for commercial drivers, including Vitran, because that's what they are, commercial vehicle drivers. And I think that we need to be
Well, they
thinking
have-
about that type of thing in terms of this task force also in the long run, because it's just a matter of time.
Well, Doug, before
president is running for people to late to bring better. I can send things the land to go through to the report. So improve. I don't want them to go to UPA. I'm going to post ahead of me.
Right.
Some guy wasn't ahead of that post now. I went to the one that made on that. When they had the day turn green, and I bring them up, but I'm done. They're ready to make what I say.
by any chance, Carla, by any chance, did you get the bus number?
Now, sir, the guy drove him from west to east to this favorite girl I'm not. I was telling the bus over UVA.
Okay.
I was going to think about this. Sometimes that I wasn't ahead of that phone.
Well,
I think I'm already ahead of that phone. And I bought the
I'm gonna give you a little insight. There's a bus number on the side of the bus, where the bus 42, bus 44, 26, and that's yeah. And then hold on, and then there's a tag number that you could get. So anytime that happens again, try to remember to get either one of those numbers and call 31290 and speak to the commissioner office and report that bus.
And I was again, I did that 35 miles an hour, that she goes to west to east, and to be the lake the freight turn is ready.
Yeah.
I am going to that guy on the head of the control. I'm not doing this something. At the lake turn green, I don't come out straight away.
I hear you.
Guy, you haven't got somebody trying to beat the lake before it turn red. So, I will try the lake turn green for me. I'll wait a minute, a second or two before I proceed.
All right. Well,
God bless you. Good show. And thanks for proceeding to run on Saturday. I let the people want to go you and into the market on Saturday.
Amen.
Amen.
I know great job what's running.
Amen. Amen.
So
God bless you all. Have a good day.
you do the same.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care.
And Doug, each driver,
Community camp.
yeah. But before you go there, I just want to say each driver that's driving for Vitron go through a training cycle to learn to drive those buses. Because they have to drive those big buses before they get on the small ones. Okay? So,
What I would like to see is that the drivers have to take turns, rotate in doing a refresher course and teaching the refresher course. Okay? So not only do they learn it, but they have to learn how to teach other people what to do. Okay? Because there's a thing called succession plan. We need a succession plan.
right.
You never know who's going to be there what day. You want the quality and consistency of driver skills, regardless, you know. Anyhow, we're going to go over into the community calendar. We got a lot of things to cover. And so we need to get moving with that. All right.
A lot of alignment this month.
Well, some of it is lineman, and some of it is educational. Those of you who went to the Lit Fest, the Literary Fair and Book Festival, okay, yeah, I still thinking about that spread that they had there for breakfast on the Saturday. Man, it was good. But that aside, come on. They had a whole lot more going on. Had some dynamite presentations going on here. One of the organizations that has been important in this whole Lit Fest coming about is the Caribbean Writer. And I see that they are calling for content, yes, for scholarly / creative publication for the Caribbean Writer. It's a special thing that they're doing for the 175th Virgin Islands Emancipation Celebration. Okay? And they want you, if you're interested, to submit a 150-word abstract by Friday, May 12th. And the theme is the U.S. Virgin Islands 175th Emancipation. The ongoing narrative of freedom. The ongoing narrative of freedom. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I just saw it, and better late than never, man. I just said, let me get the word out. Okay, so folks, if you're interested in writing for the Caribbean writer, in respect to the ongoing narrative of freedom for the 175th Emancipation celebration, they want to do a special Caribbean writer edition. If you would like to participate in that, just hey, go to vigatekeepers@gmail.com. vigatekeepers@gmail.com. All right, good thing. All right, and next, I just want to remind you about Turtle Watch going on. Yes. The current session they have going on, Turtle Watch, going through the 20th of May. Yes, they do it Thursdays through Saturdays from 7:30 p.m. to midnight. Yes, if you're interested in that, you might want to get in touch with them. Their website is stxturtles.com, stxturtles.com. And then they're going to have another session in June from the 13th of June to the 22nd of July. Yep. So if you can get into this session, fine. If not, you can check out the Turtle Watch sessions that are coming up in the second section. Okay, all right. I mentioned this before, I'm going to mention it again. Yes, Paradise 48 Film Festival. A special contest where you write, shoot, edit, and score a short film in 48 hours. Yes, the kickoff event is going to be June 16th. To the, and the filmmaking weekend, they're going to have a filmmaking weekend from the 16th to the 18th. And they're going to have a screening and award show on June 24th. Yeah. All right. So, you can register your team at www.paradise48.com, www.paradise48.com. Okay? All right. Okay. That's Paradise 48 Film Festival. Good thing. All right, moving right along here. I'm mentioning it today. We're only in May, but June is just around the corner. So we're going to be talking about quite a few things that are going on in June. Okay, so it's all part of what we got to do to keep you up to what's going on now. Coming back to this week here. We got a lot of stuff going on this week. First of all, you got the sweetest swing in baseball, Caribbean Community Theater, coming up this weekend and the following weekend. So Friday and Saturday, the 5th and the 6th, you've got the at 8 p.m. showing on the 5th and the 6th, and then the Sunday at 4 o'clock showing. Tickets are sold at the box office, so you come there, an hour before, and the box office is open. Or let me see. Yep. And get your tickets and go on inside. Now, every now and then, we have tickets that people want to get. How should I say it? Like buy the tickets in advance. Well, in those situations, they will allow you to do a RSVP. I remember a couple of shows were like that, all the RSVPs came and lined up, and they were the ones that got processed first. And so if the show was sold out, it meant that somebody had to try and get it into another show. All right. But other than that, hey, adults $20, seniors 18, college students with ID 15, and when it's appropriate, yes, students under age 18 is $10. And in this case, this show is not recommended for children under 15. Lord Jared, I just barely make the cut. If they card me, I just barely make the cut. Barely make the cut, Yeah, man. Anyhow. So folks, Caribbean Community Theater, I tell you all the time, bang your belly before you go and walk with your tissue them just in case you hit them soft spots. We have to wipe something, okay? All right, good thing. Caribbean Studies Association. They are having their 47th International Conference, and it's going to be held right here on St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. Yes, from the June 5th to the 9th. And I put that in here now because we're going to be talking about it in the community calendar. What I'm going to do is reschedule it, so we'll talk about it and announce it. This is a big thing, folks. The Caribbean Studies Association 47th International Conference being held here in the Virgin Islands. So I wanted to make sure that you got heads up. I can't wait till the week before. That don't work. I tell everybody, you want us to do you justice, then make sure we get your information several weeks in advance so that we could let people know. They could plan. Because when they find out the week before or days before, it's usually too late. They don't have their weekend plan, their week plan, whatever the case may be, and something that they would have attended, they can't attend, or worse yet, in some cases, you know, they it's just a thing where I made a commitment to be someplace. I had that happen to me, and then find out about the other thing I would have preferred to attend, but I already made a commitment. Okay. All right, so we'll be bringing you more information about that, yes, as we go along, because I got a full long press release here from them, and we got to break it down into the essentials that you need to know. What you need to do right now is mark your calendar. June 5th to June 9th, the Caribbean Studies Association Conference right here on St. Croix. Okay. But coming back to this week, Jared, what day today is, man?
Today?
Yeah.
May 4th.
May 4th. May 4th. Thursday, May 4th. Well, watch out. That means that tomorrow is jump up. Tomorrow, folks. Cinco de Mayo, jump up. Oh, God, a little young man here, that's his birthday too. Hey. Yeah. All right.
That's right, you say that to us.
Cinco de Mayo. Maybe that explains the behavior.
What, that's us? Watch it. Watch it.
Okay, I'm watching it. You watching it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Tata couldn't see.
Twice.
Tata couldn't see. All right. Anyhow, folks, jump up in Christiansted. Friday, May 5th, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come out, check out the local vendors, the food, the music, drinks, Moko Jumbies, Steel Pan. And you know, of course, you want to go from place to place and see what's going on, and they're going to have the wine and cheese there. Please, eat your cheese responsibly. We're tired of these people going out and eating cheese and want to go and claim that the guardrail were crossing the road and the mahogany tree was there acting like a siren saying, "Come to me." No. Eat your cheese responsibly. Tomorrow at Jump Up right here in Christiansted from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So you know they're going to have parking restrictions, okay? So make sure you don't park someplace that you're going to end up getting towed. All right? I'll let the folks from VIPD and the Christiansted Retail and Restaurant Association tell you about those details. Okay? Good thing. Just know tomorrow is Jump Up. Yeah. All right. Something for everyone. Want to remind you that also this weekend is a weekend of tennis tournament and fundraiser at the Tennis Club of St. Croix. Yes, from the 5th through the 7th. We got all kinds of stuff going on, including tennis and music and food and tennis and music and food and tennis and music and food. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here is, here I'm talking with the community calendar here on the radio, and we're going to be taking a break in a couple of minutes after I go through a couple more of these listings that we have here, and then we have some other special announcements to come your way. All right. So, with that in mind, let's finish out this weekend here because we got lots of stuff going on this weekend. We got the Sweetest Swing in Baseball with Caribbean Community Theater. We've got the what was it now? Tennis going on. Something distracting here. And we got the Hiking Association. Okay, on Saturday they got the a hike going on there. So I don't have the contact information here, but I'll try to get that to you and come back before the show is out. But they got a great hike going on Saturday. Also this weekend, okay, we've got the Kite Festival at St. Croix and Eastern Marine Park, and that's from 11 to 4. So they're going to have food and drink contest and build a kite. We're going to have live music, laser tag, an obstacle course, giveaways, and more. So if you want to get your children actively involved in something that's going to tire them out and they're going to go to sleep quick with all this. Yeah. Just take them out and then run up and down and fly kite and play laser tag and do the obstacle course and then take them home and just puff up the pillow for them and watch how sweet it'll look when they
give them a nice shower and thing and put them to bed.
No salsa bush necessary. Yeah, folks. St. Croix Eastern Marine Park this weekend. The Kite Festival. All right, good thing. From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. I believe we got a prom going on that weekend too, but that ain't something to advertise. They already know who they be and where they're going and everything else. All right. Now, there is an event at Curry Museum Center for the Arts coming up this weekend. Yeah, well, not this weekend, May 10th. I'm sorry, May 10th. And it is going to be about drawing, painting orchids, an orchid class. Okay, and it's only $5. The donation will be to help the Orchid Education Group. My good friend Edna Hamilton Cirijo will give a class on Orchids 101, and there will be some orchids for sale also. So mark your calendar. That's the 10th. Okay. Now I saw this on Facebook. Bungalows on the Bay, on St. Croix here. They have dueling live pianos. Dueling live pianos on the 12th and the 13th. I thought that was interesting. I might want to check that out. Yeah. You can imagine that? Hey, I could better you. Yeah, that ain't nothing. Just like that man with the telling lies. That is lie. Well, this is piano. So you gotta worry about no lies. The piano gonna be real. Dueling live pianos at Bungalows on the Bay. All right, on the 12th and 13th. Yes, it's a paid event. You can get your tickets online or here at the bar. All right. And I saw this on St. Croix Happenings. So if you want to find a link for it, yes, unless they have a website also. But Bungalows on the Bay. Okay, good thing. All right. The St. Croix Landmark Society is announcing their annual meeting of members. Yes, for 2023. It's Saturday, May 20th, 1 p.m. Saturday, May 20th, 1 p.m. Annual meeting of members. Yes, it is going to be via Zoom. The registration information and ballots will be forwarded to members. All right, great opportunity for you to come and vote on things like the leadership and other things that you might want to have put on the ballot to be voted on, and get updates on events and activities at the St. Croix Landmarks Society, including the progress that's being made toward the renovation of that great building that had a head tied at mashup. Yeah. Among other things, that and the library and other things, just mark your calendar, members. The St. Croix Landmarks annual meeting of members, Saturday, May 20th, 2023. Okay, good thing. Now, I believe the battle is still on. The battle of the agencies. March 11th originally, and it moved up. March 25th originally was moved up to May 20th. So, I believe that is the plan. That is the plan. Anyhow, one day at a time. One day at a time. Also, May 20th, you got the Fort Frederick Beach Jam that's going to be going down there, and that's being held by the 10 Sleepless Nights. We're going to have the II Cultural Dancers, DJ Poyo, the Guardians of Culture, and Vio International, all together for the 10 Sleepless Nights Beach Jam coming up on May 20th. All right. Also on May 20th, that evening, you've got the 65th Sapphire Anniversary, a sneaker gala and auction for Claudio Marco School. Yes, yes, yes. So make sure you get set for this great event. Get your picture taken on the red carpet in front of the great mural there with Miss Asta. Definitely, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. They're gonna be auctioning off a pair of Tim Duncan's signed player exclusive sample Adidas Crazy Quick sneaker. Yes, at the Claudio Marco Elementary Blue Sapphire Gala and Auction. So mark your calendar and plan to be there. All right. Yes. For tickets, you can go to Facebook at Coms Gala 65. Facebook at Coms, C-O-M-S, Gala, G-A-L-A 65. All right. Okay, folks. Got it going on. Got it going on. All right. Lots of good things going on here. I want to mention also that the Virgin Islands Cycling Federation, they have a calendar of events. And they had, in April 2nd, they had the Pointe Dog Time Trial Challenge. And April 16th, they had an East End Road Race. And May 21st, they've got the Junior Bike Race and Obstacle Course. Leatherback Brewing Company. Yeah. All right. So, mark your calendar, May 21st. All right. Then May 28th, they have a Memorial Day group ride. Yep. Good thing. We'll be talking about those things more. Maybe we can get someone from the Virgin Islands Cycling Federation to get on the air and talk with us about the things that are going on with the Virgin Islands Cycling Federation. Okay. Good thing. Good thing. Now, this one I saw, and this really catch my eye, because this is like super important, folks. You like fish, and you like local fresh fish? Well, one of the things you know about local fresh fish is that they're being threatened in many different ways, not by overfishing necessarily, but by displacement by invasive species, in particular the lionfish. So when I saw that they have a St. Croix Lionfish Derby on May 26th and 28th, I said, good thing, because that's a constructive way. You catch them, you cook them, you eat them, and that's one less, two less, three less, or more or less lionfish that are going to be there endangering the other fish. Yes. All right? Good thing. Now, they're going to be having all kinds of awards for this derby. They got a $7,500, which was $7,500 pot that they're working with. Okay? And the prize category is going to be 1 the most, 2 the largest, and 3 the smallest. Okay? Now, this derby is spearfishing. That's how you'll catch these things. Okay? So, make sure. If you didn't know about it, you know about it now. Mark your calendar. You want to participate? Make sure you get in from the very beginning. So, to enter the derby, they have a website here, www.corevi.org, www.corevi.org, and on there is a link, 2023 derby. 2023 derby. Okay? The bottom line is, folks, can't win if you don't play, and they got plenty of money to give away to the winners. All right, good thing. Check it out. Also want to reiterate that here in May on the 27th, we got the Howling 20s, a 1920s speakeasy event fundraiser for the St. Croix Animal Welfare Center and all the good things that they do for our community. All right, okay? So you may want to check that out, folks. Check it out. Again, I saw that also on St. Croix Happening, STX Happening on Facebook, and they have a link there for how you can get your tickets. So check it out there if you're interested. Okay? All right. So I think we're going to call it George for that. And we're going to just cap it off to remind you that July 9th is Mango Melee. Mango Melee, right? And on June 24th, a series of events are going to be taking place through July 3rd, Emancipation Day. And it's all under the umbrella of the Folk Life Festival, as put on by the 10 Sleepless Nights. Yes, they're going to be having workshops on June 24th and June 25th. On the 27th and the 29th, they're going to have a panel discussion on the U.S. Virgin Islands history and the Emancipation Art exhibit going on. That's going, and they're going to have on the 28th a presentation on the cultural evolution of Kwelbe music. The 30th, a night of bomba, bambula, and African dance. Then on the 2nd, they're going to have their music festival, and on the 3rd, they're going to have the Emancipation program. All right. Yes, Folk Life Festival 2023. Mark your calendar. All right. Yes, there are things going on later in the year, and we got some of those too, but we're going to save those. Just 2 things I want to mention as we segue here back to my co-host, Jared. You know, this is summertime coming, right? Graduation, proms, all this other good stuff going on. Yeah. But after that, it's what you're going to be doing with your children during the summer. So you know what issue always comes up? Summer camps. Summer camps. Summer camps, okay? And I say that because I see that you have the Youth Ocean Explorers in St. Thomas and St. Croix, all right? And you might want to learn more about that for 7th grade through 12th grade students. Yes. Okay. Okay. And you've got that going on. And the folks at Parks and Recreation, they got a whole set of programs going on. So we're going to be coming to you with that on our next show, because I just saw the flyers came out and I got to get it together so that we can talk about that. Right now it's 15 minutes to the hour of 10. Of course, you know, at 10 o'clock we got some other folks going to be coming in here to chat with you about various things going on in our community. And it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Now, you know that every now and then the national park sets things up so that you can get free. You don't have any access fee to go in and check out the different parks. Yeah. All right. Next one here coming up is August 4th. August 4th. And you know this is National Parks Wide. Okay? August 4th. Okay. All right, Jared. So much for the community calendar and all they got going on. Everybody know now, so everybody gonna be safe. Even though they know dog gonna take the high road and tell them they ain't if they come to me and say about how ain't got nothing going on and saying cry. I'll take the high road. Okay? I ain't gonna give them no reason to call up my mother and you know, just rat me out that I went on the low road. Ain't getting a chance. Anyhow, big things going on at the John F. Louis Hospital. Yes, of course, you know, they transferred the folks to the temporary, what we call the temporary facility. Yes, and of course, I saw a map here of the layout of the place. It is deja vu in some ways, because see they have the separate tents outside for dialysis, but they had to do something for that anyhow, since they're going to be working on the building. But I just wish them Godspeed in demolishing the old edifice and getting things set up so that we can get moving. Okay? Yeah. Go ahead.
You can?
Yeah, go ahead. Switch it up. So, with no further ado, Jared.
Stop rubbing my leg with Jared. Jeez, man.
Mr. Jared.
Yeah, rubbing my leg.
What?
Rubbing your what? Batman, you see this?
Folks, police,
Stop
call
rubbing-
police,
Yeah, rubbing my leg, stroking it.
call police.
Hey,
Okay. Anyhow.
you get an express run to the bottom and go on the bottom floor. Through that window bars.
Anyhow, folks, I just got this urge to play this one piece of music here for you. I play it from time to time because if you want to grab your map, significant other, broom, whatever it is that you're going to dance with, okay, to this one, I'm going to tell you, this one will wake you up. And if you're in shape, make sure you got the Bengay handy because you're going to need it, okay? Yes, I tell you. What we got to do now is we got to talk to them folks down there they do all the different dance classes and everything. We got to get them hooked up and come here and do a dance to this. Anyhow, with no further ado, since you're wondering what the song is, here it is.